Greetings and salutations. I'm Jay Bird, and welcome to Classroom Film Strip Classics. Today's episode is Joyride, an auto theft directed by Bill Crane. This is supposedly based upon a true story. The film strip opens up with an introduction to our two protagonists, Val and Tim. There's nothing more dangerous than two teenage boys with nothing to do. The boys must be really bored because they're watching other dudes practicing the game of baseball at a local park. One of the guys they're watching is one of their old running buddies, Randall, who has a badass ride. Bored with watching batting practice, our two losers go to the parking lot to check out Randall's car. They notice that the dumbass left his keys in his ride, giving these chuckleheads a very bad idea about going out for a joyride. In their teenage minds and horrible logic, they deduce that they could take this car for a ride and come back in 2 hours, and Randall be none the wiser that they just stole his car. They feel confident and reason with each other that they'll be back before baseball practice is over, so Val and Tim speed off. Instead of going out for a low-key spin, these jackasses decide to go out and break the local speed record. Unfortunately for them, they meet a bunch of older teens that are even bigger douches than they are and leave a nice gift on their window. Hey, excuse me kid, no matter how hard you scrub and clean those cracks in the windshield, they ain't gonna go away. Tim calls up some girls to see if they want to go for a joyride, while Val grooms himself like a primate. Tim gives the signal that it's all good. These acne-faced cheese eaters meet their dates, Carrie and Vicky, and they also want to know why they're cruising around in Randall's car. The girls are having second thoughts about getting into the car because they know these goofballs don't have a license, but Val guns the engine, changing their minds. This must be some sort of human mating call amongst the teenage crowd. I guess they forgot about getting back in 2 hours because they decide to cruise the hills. The four of them decide to visit the old wreck of one of their schoolmates, Fred. The teens, acting like the kids that they are, reenact the crash that killed Fred and his buddies. Realizing that they have less than 5 minutes to get back to the park, Val speeds off in Randall's car like a bat out of hell. Val's dumbass driving attracts the attention of the local fuzz, only making them drive faster. This is why you need a driver's license along with some common sense, people. Vicky has had enough of this macho teenage bullshit and tries to get Val to stop the car, but he continues to drive like he's Steve McQueen in the film Bullet. But the fun's over when Val crashes his car into the side of the hill. This educational film strip ends with a flashback montage of these dumb kids rolling around in the wreckage of Fred's car before we learn of their fates. The end. Joyride, an auto theft, was filmed in 1976 and was co-written and directed by Bill Crane, who made 3 other educational films, What Is Nothing, Greenhouse, and Out West. Val, the teenage driver, was portrayed by Val Thorgerson, who would later become a production driver for such Hollywood films as Pleasantville, Night of the Creeps, and The Salton Sea. His buddy Tim was played by Tim Palladino, who was a production assistant on The Goonies and appeared in another educational film, The Caffeine File. Carrie was played by Carrie Michelson, who also appeared in the 80s hit sitcom Give Me a Break as Katie Kaninsky. Vicky was played by Victoria Meyer-Inc., a child actress who appeared in television shows Green Acres, My Three Sons, and Family Affair. She was also a movie producer who produced the films Young Warriors and Night Force. Film strips like this one were shown to middle school and high school students to warn them about the dangers of reckless driving and the need to have a license to drive. Future episodes will deal with the dangers of drugs, alcohol, strangers, and other films about dangerous driving just like this one. My name is Jay Bird, and thanks for watching my new series. I'll see you next time for another exciting episode of Classroom Film Strip Classics. Bye now.